Welcome back to Ozarks Tonight. Senator Josh Hawley joins us now.
Thanks for having me.
So recently, President Trump listed you as a potential Supreme Court nominee. What do you have to say about that?
Well, as I told the president when he called me and said that he was going to put my name on the list, I said that it's a great honor, and I really appreciate his confidence in me and being willing to put me on the list, but I'm not interested. You know, my work is here in the United States Senate. I was elected to fight for Missouri in the Senate, and that's what I'm going to keep doing.
All right. Well, switching gears to coronavirus, where do we currently stand with the COVID-19 relief bill?
Well, so far we haven't made any progress, and where we stand is Democrats won't allow a bill to even come to the floor to be debated. I mean, we've got to be able to at least debate a bill in order to get it passed, and Democrats now have blocked COVID relief from going forward multiple times. I have to tell you, this is really, really frustrating, because my own view is that Missouri workers and Missouri working families need more relief. We need to help folks get their jobs back. We need to get this economy open and power into full-fledged recovery. And families who've got kids who are home because of COVID, who are distance learning, maybe they're being homeschooled because of the situation, they need relief as well. That's hard on families. I think there ought to be relief for working families with kids at home.
So what will that relief look like for working families?
I think that we ought to give a tax credit to every parent who's got a kid at home because of COVID for any expenses associated with homeschooling or distance learning. I also think that if you've got a kid at home because of COVID, you ought to be getting some help every single week to the tune of maybe $1,200 a week. We ought to be helping parents cover the expenses of having to maybe miss a little bit of work, having to miss a shift in order to be home with their kids because of COVID. This is stressful in families. It's tough having a kid at home when you didn't plan to, when the school is closed or partly closed or doing some distance learning. So I think families need that relief.
Absolutely. Now, Facebook recently announced that they will ban political advertising the week leading up to the November 2020 election. You sent a letter saying that you think that decision will suppress voter turnout. Why is that?
Well, because first of all, who knows what political means? I mean, Facebook says now that they're going to ban political advertising. Does that include, like, Planned Parenthood, for instance? Does that include issues, content about issues? Facebook says anything that's political. Well, my gosh, on Facebook, everything is political. I mean, on social media, everything gets politicized. It seems to me like a standard that is rife for abuse, where Facebook can impose its own views and basically act as a censor. I think it's going to be very hard to enforce, and I do think it will have the effect of shutting out certain people. I predict to you, we will see in the final week of the election massive complaints from folks who say that they weren't allowed to speak on their issue, but other people were. And I predict it will be pro-life voices and Christian conservatives and other conservatives who will find that they're not allowed to put up new ads, but other issue advocacy organizations like Planned Parenthood, I'm just willing to bet that they will be. I hope I'm wrong, but what would be better is if Facebook would just allow the free speech to go forward. Quit trying to censor speech, especially political speech. Americans aren't stupid. They can make up their own minds. Let's let the speech have free reign, and then people can decide how they want to vote.
You know, speaking of social media, why do you think the U.S. Treasury Secretary should reject the deal between the Chinese company that owns TikTok and Oracle?
If there is not a clear break with China, then I don't think TikTok should continue to operate here in the United States. I mean, the problem with TikTok is it's basically a spy apparatus for the Beijing government. You put it on your phone, it's hugely fun, and nobody would ever know this is the problem. But you open that thing up and it starts tracking your keystrokes, it tracks your contact list, it tracks your location, it tracks your browsing history. It does all of that even when you have the app closed. So it's crazy. And then ByteDance, that's the parent company, shares that information with Beijing. This has got to stop. So I'm in favor of a sale if and only if it is a 100% sale to an American company where there's no more data sharing with Beijing, there are no backdoors in the code to Beijing, and TikTok quits spying on Americans.
We'll have more Ozarks Tonight coming up after the break.